Hey, Lisa, you want me to
It's
bring
your,
this today?
you know, she just threw me all the way off. What's going on, y'all? It's your host, the good guy. We're gonna go around and induce everybody, starting with you.
Hold on. We have a special guest.
All right. We'll start with you.
Good evening.
Free Spirit.
Venus.
Lauren.
And our special guest.
Lisa.
So tonight's topic is love versus lust. Real funky with it. I apologize, I messed up in the beginning. Key should be throwing me off. She just put the camera in my face. Don't say it like, yo. You already recording. So who got the definition of love?
I got the definition of love.
Okay.
It's actually two definitions. An intense feeling with deep affection or a great interest or pleasure in something. Pleasure in something.
Okay. All right. And what is for lust?
Lust.
Intense sexual desire or appetite. Uncontrolled or illicit sexual desire or appetite. A passionate or overmastering desire or craving. A lust for power. So it's not just sex, y'all. Mm-hmm. You can't lust for power. But it's intense. I guess an intense, passionate feeling.
That's real. Interesting. And the crazy thing is, a lot of people probably didn't even know the definitions of lust. They probably just thought, everybody got their own opinion of lust or whatever. So starting with you, special guest Lisa.
Hey.
How do you feel about love versus lust?
Well, I think that there are like some things that we can, like me, I love church, okay? I don't lust after church or nothing like that. That's something totally different. But it's like, say like, it can even be like clothes, shoes, whatever. I'm lusting after that because I have a craving for that thing.
At that time.
Whatever it is at that particular moment, I have a craving for it. So my appetite is gonna build my appetite to get it or want it even more. That's the lust in it. But the love in it is when it's like the compassionate part of like, well, you're thinking like, well, no, I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't have to have that, and you're thinking about not just lusting after, but you're thinking about how you're going to feel after that, because it's like I said today, it's short-term pleasure, long-term pain, lust and love. That's all I got to say.
That's good. So what do you think you're in right now?
I think right now this is the happiest that I've been in a long time, and I can say that it is love. Whether anybody that's watching me now agrees with me or not, I think that it's love, and I think that I'm allowed and able and capable of loving who I'm with and still maintaining that respect for that person, okay? Because I can lust the one I love and love the one I lust. With that one person. It doesn't have to be a whole bunch of people.
Snap it up.
If I'm with that
I'm going to ask you to rewind that line.
Yeah.
One more time for these viewers real quick.
And because it's like I can love the one that I lust and lust the one that I love because that's who I'm with. If I'm that woman and with that one, I don't have to have those desires. I have that one person that I can do those things with. You understand? And that's love, not lust.
I think we all have our own, like I said, we all have our own views on lust and what love is. But I think you really hit it. Everybody might have a little bit of different things, but you hit on mostly the facts of what love and lust for most people is. Because it's a short-term situation, but
The pain is so crucial.
yeah, because
After
you
that.
can always, you could think you in love in the beginning and all that, but then it's just really just love.
So just say this: if you're sitting like say you're with someone, you have a partner, but there's someone else that you know, like you've been around or you've seen, and it's like, what is this little attraction between me and this person? And I'm with somebody. Okay, so you're going, am I really attracted to that person, or is it something in that person that I don't see somewhere else, but I see it here and it's exciting? Is that lust, or is that like, are you feeling that person, or is that lust? Like, if you're feeling something for somebody else when you with somebody, is that lust, or is that just plain doggone wrong?
What do y'all think?
To a certain extent, I think part of that is just the natural laws of attraction.
Okay.
I mean, there are billions of people on this earth, and to think that you're only going to find just one person attractive is silly.
They lie.
Exactly. I mean, so when it comes to stuff like that, no, you can be in love and in a relationship and still feel that spark with someone else, but you have to hold yourself accountable, and it's what you do with that, because when you choose to make that commitment to the person that you're with, no matter how you feel about that other person, that's off limits.
Right.
Well, my thing is about love and lust is love is in your heart. I love Venus because this is my friend. I love Keisha because I've known her for years. I love Shakira because I know.
Hold up. You love me because you been on for all my life.
But I'm just
love because I'm your friend.
No, it's the same. I'm just saying.
Getting off topic.
Getting off topic.
I want to correct
Keisha.
that.
But I'm just saying, I've known you so much that I have love for you. My thing is, when I lust after something, it's like one of those things where I could take it to this. It's, as a gay man, there are straight men out there that I can, in my mind, I don't love them, but I lust after them because I see what I see, and it's nice, and it's what I want, and that's what I can get it.
It's like going to the grocery store. You going down to each aisle and you like, ooh, I want this.
Yeah.
Knowing dang well you don't need it.
Need it. That's what lust
And that's
is.
what it is when you out here in the real world. It's like when you walk down the street or when you at work, it's like a grocery store. You know that thing look good over there, but that
Like I said, with the gay, like as a gay group right here, in the gay community, we lust after some of these straight people that come around us that, they have that, they give that little bit of spark, like they look at you wrong, or they may walk up to you and
say the wrong thing,
hold your shoulder, and it's
get
like,
on your nerves.
But what's that?
Or get on your nerves, or like
Right.
say the wrong thing.
But it's just, love, it's unconditional. You know what I mean? And it's not dangerous. Somebody said that lust is dangerous. Because it can take you down some road that you just don't need to be down.
Well, you ain't never been down.
Right. Because lust can have you up on top of the ceiling doing upside down flips.
How you feel about it, Free Spirit? That's what I noticed. You ever notice when you ask her a question, it's always the phone slide. I'm about to take you all the way out your comfort zone today. Answer the question.
It's like a little kid going to the bathroom and you tell them to go clean up the room.
But they didn't. Okay.
Hold on, Mom.
Tell us how you feel about it.
I mean, I feel like love is, like you said, unconditional. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my best example of love is, the sacrifice Jesus made for me on the cross. So if I find that desire that I'm willing to die for someone, then I think that is real love. Lust is something different. I mean, lust is lust. That's what it is. Intense feeling. It's here today, gone tomorrow. But it's
Temptation.
it's no substance. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to do.
But you can have lust within your own relationship.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Get your phone.
with that one. I love you, but yes, you can have lust in your own relationship, and that's a good thing. That's a spark. That's that fire.
Someone said lust will make you stay out all night long.
Ooh, baby.
Yes, yes, it will.
Baby,
It will.
in somebody's house, you don't even know where you at. You won't know where you at when you wake up, honey. Don't do it. I'm telling you. You not, baby, because children is sin. Lust, baby.
Lust will make you stay out all night, but love will have you staying up
Come
talking all
on.
night.
Come on. Come on.
Getting to know that person.
What Tony Braxton say? Love should have brought you
Home last
you
night.
home last night. You should have been with me. Should have been right by my side. Baby, if you cared anything for me, then love would have brought you to me last night. But love said that till out all night. Up on the bridges. In people's house, you don't know where you at.
You didn't
Guns pulling out that cooling out stuff.
Next thing you know, you at the liquor house and you don't eat drink.
Up under the table where the hen at, baby. And the bottle like this hanging over the table. That's sad.
Lust to have you out all night, but love will have you up holding deep conversations with to the point where y'all are losing track. Y'all been talking for 6 hours and you ain't even know.
Right. That's love.
In a group that I'm in online, they were talking about the divorce rate amongst our community and why they thought, as an LGBT community, considering we haven't been able to marry that long, why so many of us were getting divorced. Excuse me. And someone pointed out that a lot of people were probably getting married off of just that lust.
Alone.
You met someone, y'all clicking, you're having a lot of sex, and so you feel like that's your boo, that's the one, and like 5-6 months later, y'all Mrs. and Mrs. or Mr. and Mr., and then you're trying to figure out why you're in a half later. Why you getting a divorce?
But the crazy thing is, people always put that on our community, but if you notice, straight people get married in 6 months too, but they don't never notice that. They always make it seem like it's our community to get married fast, but straight people hop into stuff too. And
We're not naive.
We're not naive. I
No.
mean, anyone can jump into anything too soon. But I mean, that was the question that was posed, and I just thought that considering we were talking about it tonight,
Right.
it was real, ironic that a lot of people thought that lust had a lot of people like thinking they felt one way and that this was a sure thing, but really it's just your hormones, all the little endorphins and all the pheromones and everything's all been the chemicals are all in your brain. When it comes to lust, it's almost like an addiction for some people.
Right.
It's
we should start a
intense.
challenge for people.
Yeah.
If you really feel like you really want to know if you're in love with somebody, wait to have sex with them. Give yourself a 90-day thing.
Ooh, yes.
Right.
You have 90 days to
You know what
get to.
Steve Harvey
Yeah,
said?
Steve
The
Harvey
90-day
said.
challenge.
Yeah.
Give yourself 90 days to get to know a person without having sex, and that'll determine if you really want to spend the rest of your life with this person, or you just, hey, I didn't know that I just wanted to have sex with you type of situation. Because if you're willing to wait, then that shows that you're willing to let this grow and see where it really takes you. But if you just want to get it in, then... And I mean, we all grown, so you know what you want, but sometimes we get a little sidetracked and we don't know what we want. We think we want that, but we really don't want it.
But it's there are people out here that you can look at and you say, I've never been in a relationship with them. It's just like a sexual attraction or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like when you look at that person and you're like, well, I can do this because I ain't with nobody or whatever have you, it still can hurt you in the long run because of the fact that you've exposed yourself to someone and you've allowed them to enter. And anything, I just believe in a whole lot of different stuff than what people believe in. But I believe spirits transfer. And I believe that when you're around somebody for so long and they're doing one thing, either they're going to pull you in or you're going to pull them your way, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so if you're around somebody that watches porn, that likes to do all those kinds, that leads to lustful things. And that leads to the cheating. That leads to, looking at the porn.
Wait.
No. Wait a minute. Let me straighten it out. Let me fix it. No, let me fix it. Let me fix that. Let me finish though. You have people out here that watch porn that are in relationships and stuff like that, and it's not good for them. You know why it's not good for them? Because they'll go out here and because on porn movies, everybody's doing it with everybody. Okay, everybody's having fun, having sex. You can go out here and you can find someone attractive. Just walking by and be like, oh, she fine. Like I can sit here and look at you and be like, darn, the good guy is kind of cute.
I don't need,
and boom, it can go from there.
But everybody knows I'm cute.
But oh my God, see, that is not even my point. My point is, once you get those kind of things inside of you, like what you feed is going to grow. So if you sit up and you watch porn all day, that's what you're going to do. Anything that you feed is going to grow.
If
I'm saying that
porn, then that means that I'm gonna want to have sex.
Half of the time, most of the time, that's what it leads to.
But if you're in a relationship with your significant other, we can't watch it together and spark the situation.
Of course you can, but I'm just saying
I'm
just saying that there are some people that have that mindset. You can be with somebody, but at the same time, you're lusting because you're watching someone else do something. You find the excitement in what's going on that. It's not with your partner. It doesn't mean that you don't love your partner. Didn't y'all just say that? Like a natural attraction, right? The natural. Go ahead.
But I don't think porn is.
Disagree with me. I love it.
I don't think porn is going to be a factor that's going to make it or break it, because I feel like porn is just one of those things that you just do and you watch it. It's natural.
So are you going to tell me that you don't want to have sex watching porn or want to?
No, because
it doesn't stimulate.
The reason why I'm watching
love and hip hop,
but
I'm just saying.
But listen, but my thing is, porn. I'm not going out to have sex with somebody else,
right?
Because at that time I'm watching it and I'm taking care of me. And when I'm taking care of me, I don't need nobody else helping me, because I got two hands. And my phone is propped up. Or it might be laid right here, and all I gotta do is speak.
I'm with Lauren on that because I love porn. My wife, not so much, but it doesn't bother her that I look at it. I mean, she'll be like, "Here, I'll buy some for you," or "Look, I saw this little clip," and she'll turn me on to stuff. But it bothers her. It could make not one difference, and then I might be like, "Ooh, I saw this, honey. Let's try this out." Right. But my wife is the contractor. She's on the road a lot. Right. That porn keeps me at home. My love for my wife keeps me at home. That's just a release. It's entertainment. I mean,
because I don't have to. Like I said, I don't have to have porn to have. If I'm in a relationship, I don't think I'm gonna say. I don't know. This is what I say right now. I'm not gonna say, let's go turn on the porn and let's go to just because if I feel like I'm horny at that time, and I got a partner, I don't need porn at that time, because I got my partner there, and I've already watched the porn many times, and I know what I'm getting ready to do, and I'm getting ready to bust it out, Tatiana. You know?
All right, look, somebody say this, y'all. Somebody said 3 to 6 months of lust, and in month 7, you really don't know each other. Do you think the first 3 to 6 months of meet somebody is basically lust?
No.
Not all the way to 7 months, but
But maybe the first couple months, because you
2-3 months, and you
blind
blind because you don't really know, because you're in the moment.
Because don't lust bring you to that person? Like, don't lust happen? Like, think about lust and love, right? And lust is going to play a role in that relationship or that love, because something's going to be attractive and you're going to have that intense feeling for that person that's going to make you want to get to know that person, you know? And then once you get to know that person and you say you like the person a whole lot, then it may turn into love. But initially you don't love the person in the beginning because you don't even know the person. Right. So lust is going to be like the initial, I guess I'm trying to say the initial thing that brings it into it in the end and turns into love.
The attraction,
a better word to say.
Because lust is like
but
simple.
Lust is attraction.
Yeah.
Lust is simple.
Well, you can find someone
it could be sexual, but it could be
and
also
not
attraction.
feel lustful or lustfulness for them. I mean, I think in the beginning when you meet someone, I mean, of course, we all see you first, so you have to kind of like what you're looking at, but sometimes it's somebody's personality or who they are, their character, or who they are as a person.
But that's going to be lust, though.
I can agree. I can disagree with that, because you can see somebody and they ugly, and it's like, ew, that person's ugly. You be like, you know what I'm saying? But because y'all all hanging around in a group of friends, and that person is in your group of friends.
I have been there for.
But over time, y'all hanging out so much, that ugly person starts to become like, damn,
they got a nice personality.
You was ugly at first, but you
right. Over there.
Yourself like, what is it, man? Have I been drinking? But it comes because you have got to know that person,
Right.
and their personality outshines all of that. And a lot of people have really went through that, and you see a lot of people like these women that's skinny, that had their breasts done, butt lifts, and all that. And when you see who they're married to, you be like, what the? But it's something that brings them together to where it's that yin and that yang. Like, she might be the party person, but the husband might be just a real book.
Or it could be, if we're talking about the straight type of couple right there, that could be he got the money and she.
It could, or she got the money. It got nothing. Sometimes it's all about the person's personality.
I was in Charlotte for my friend's birthday, and this girl walked in with this older man, and we were all like, what do they see in each other? And we were listening to their conversation, and it was a lustful conversation because it looked like they had met each other online and they met here to eat, and it looked like that.
Now, don't get me wrong, some relationships are like that to where it's about the money, but she even just said, everybody, sometimes you fall.
What they call is May-December relationships, when there's like a big difference in the age gap. But I mean, there's a whole like group for that. There are people who
it's so
like
much.
That.
Because if you notice, we always want what we can't have. We never want what's right for us.
Not always.
Not always.
Not always, but we've all been through those situations where you wanted something that you couldn't have.
Right.
But then when you got with somebody else, that thing that you wanted, that you couldn't have at that time, now wants you because you're involved with something else.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
So why is that? When you with someone, when
Because
you
they
finally
see
get
you
with
happy.
somebody, okay.
They see you
Good.
happy, and they see that
Yep.
you're not paying them any attention,
Right.
and you're not lusting for their attention or wanting to be all in their face. But because now that they see that you are possibly falling for something else or loving someone else or giving someone else your time, now they feel like, hold up, no, let's reel that back on in.
All right, so someone said something about lust can cause one person to be exposed to sexual demons. So be careful of who one shares self energies with. Kind of like what you were speaking about.
Because that's what I believe. They transfer. So that's how come I say I'm careful. I'm cautious. I guard me. I ain't that one.
But is
Sorry.
lust a bad thing?
I don't think that in some things it is. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is because for the love of money, for the lust of money, for the love of sex, for the lust of sex.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just like it is what it is.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
Is lust a bad thing to you, Anita?
Oh,
Girl.
it depends. I mean, you're in a relationship with someone, that, lust, ain't that bad. But, if you lusting after somebody else that you can't have, then, that's different. But I don't see nothing wrong with, lust within,
The confines of your relationship.
Yeah.
But what if you're single?
Well, if you're single,
That's your business.
That's your business.
It's just-
You do what you know what I'm saying?
For me, lust, I feel like it's a good thing and a bad time, because sometimes lust can bring you out of your shell. Did you hear that? Did you hear what I said, though?
Oh, yeah.
What I say?
You say lust can bring you out your shell.
Yeah, sometimes it can be. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because lust can really sometimes take you out your shell. Sometimes it can get you in trouble, but sometimes after you done got in trouble, it gives a good story to where you done had that moment on the elevator or situations like that. So,
You always gotta put me
I'm just saying, because in the moment, you're like, yes, I want it. You get caught up in the moment, and then afterwards, you probably looking at your, not saying you, but certain situations, you like, damn, why the hell I do that? But then 5 or 10 years down the line, it gives a good story. It's just, or something that when you play those games, I've never, well, let me take a drink because I did this. It's the fun, it's the thrill. So I don't see nothing wrong with it, because we all And we probably can continue to do it, and people still do it when they 98 years old.
Yes, I want to still be getting it in when I'm 98 years
You
old.
feel me?
right
I'm
now.
trying to throw some legs up in
To
the
think
air.
off of what she said, think about whatever age you are right now, and think about the
21.
different stages in your life when you were in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, or whatever, and the different stages of love and lust. When you're in your high school, you're all hot and horny, you're dry humping everything. You know what I'm saying? And you think about
Still like that.
I'm just saying, when it comes to those kind of situations, you think about, like you were just saying, the things that you used to do versus the things that you will do now. When it comes to lust, when I was in my early 20s, lust had me wake up in the back of a car across state lines in a park, talking about where am I?
Oh my gosh, you was really like.
But you see how it gives a good story for later on, and you able to laugh back at it now. Because me, girl, I probably was like, hell no, don't call me. Girl, you better get your ass back home.
No, but my mama had blew my pager up because I was supposed to be at home helping her
Hey,
with her
time
marriage.
out. Y'all know it's on. She just said a page out this month. She just said a pager, y'all. So you know this was back in the days. When you get that little beep beep.
911.
Let me go to the baby.
Let me tell you, we talk about love and lust right now, but the pager was what? 696.
Oh, when it's not when you type 4
Love.
LL.
yeah, you
770 turn it upside down.
Yeah.
But you start spelling stuff, boy. Back in the day, we used to be creative.
But on the other side of that, I mean, yeah, it'll have you waking up. I had to literally, on a payphone, look and be like, oh, I'm in South Carolina.
Like, Barbara, this is Sheridan. Can you help a nigga get...
That's a shame.
Now, Barbara, I know we don't see eye to eye. And I know where you at right now, but this is Shirley. Can you help a nigga get home?
I couldn't even go that was that.
I don't need no eye coffee. And I just know I need to get home. I know I need to get home.
I ain't never been something like that.
How did you get there?
Right.
Well, see what happened.
Oh, my.
It
Oh,
was
When
my,
they put
it
their
was my
hand.
first girlfriend, and her cousin was going to see her boyfriend who was in prison in South Carolina. We went over to Binky's house for some drinks,
Hold
and
on,
then
did you say Binky?
Wait. Let me put a clause out here for you guys. What y'all see right here is not what y'all think. Because this is a hood chick right here.
Did you just hear her name Binky? I know.
Binky!
That's it.
well, that was her nickname.
She from
I
the
didn't
hood,
know
that's
she was
all it
Binky
is.
when I met her.
Binky.
And I was about 20. It was my first girlfriend, and we had got to drinking, and I was supposed to
You
go
didn't want to
home.
go home. And that's how it be. You be so caught up in the moment. I don't want to leave you. Like, can I go with you guys?
And I took a ride and woke up in the back of a car like, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, like in South Carolina.
That is
And it was
crazy.
Binky.
She was at the prison seeing her boyfriend.
wow.
Well, lust to me is,
We know.
I'm just gonna, lust will have you.
No, Lord behind
Lust
that.
will have you borrowing people's wives and husbands and shit. You know, but I'm just saying, lust will do that. You'll be borrowing people's relationships.
Yeah, man.
Did you say yeah? So you out here borrowing people wives?
She said, lust will have you block your phone location.
So if lust does that to you, right? So what does love do to you?
What love does to you is,
Love will have you calm down.
yes,
Love will have you change your life.
love
Love
will
will
have,
make you commit to things that you thought that you'll never be able to commit to.
love will have you paying somebody's bills.
Oh no, honey.
I ain't got to say, I ain't love yet there.
Honey, time out, pause, period. Put the brakes on. That ain't love. You still in love mode, baby. No, love.
Let him explain though what he mean by that.
I'm not saying like we've had this conversation about the bill stuff, but I'm just saying. But love will have you doing stuff like paying a bill, things that you don't normally would do.
I'm gonna be honest with you, love, and if it's love on both ends, love will have y'all split in that bill.
Well, I'm just saying, like if I'm,
I didn't get no snaps. That deep.
No.
They gotta stop for me because that was deep.
No. What if they don't have no money?
Yeah.
What if they don't have no money? Go half and half on the bill.
But my thing
What the fuck are
is,
y'all doing together?
but love will listen. Let's say you were in a relationship and you're walking in your house and you went to the mailbox and you got your bills and your mail and it says there was a bill there and you love this person dearly and you're like, dearly. But I'm just saying you can go pick up this bill and just be like, oh wait, it's like a little chump change for me. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that, and then they don't have to worry about that. But that's love. That's gonna make you do
marriage.
that.
That's marriage stuff.
But I'm. But I would hope that marriage would have a lot of love in it, that would make you do that.
I just feel like
my bills are their bill. Their bills are my
Yeah,
bills.
you married.
We
You
joint.
joint, right?
We got a
But
joint
still,
account.
you
We
can
paying
surprise
bills.
your wife or your significant other, like they got a side bill that they got with something, and you know you can see that they've already talked to you about certain things, and y'all conversate.
That's
and
on-
you just
they need to work. They need to work on their financial.
figure out how to pay something or whatever. Yeah, but I'm not just out here just all every month.
But I'm
Or
not
maybe
saying
get,
that.
or maybe get another job.
But that's not what I was saying. I'm
Now,
just saying
just
that
to help
Kurt,
out, yeah. Like if
those
I see that
things
you,
that-
if we
let's
in a
take
room
the
talking,
bill out of the way. Let's just take the
Has
bill
Lauren?
out.
Have you ever paid somebody a bill before?
Hell no.
Have someone paid your bill before?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm saying, me
Like if we
personally,
were sitting in the bed and you said, baby, listen, I'm a little short on this, you know what I'm saying, but I gotta have this bill, and I know I got a little extra money, yeah, I'm gonna help out, but it just ain't no, I'm going through your
I ain't
stuff and I see a
willy-nilly
bill,
either.
and
Hey,
I'm
look.
out here just willy-nilly, just,
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw $30.
let me tell you, since I don't like to, if I spend money on somebody that I love, let me tell you, I'm gonna take you out to eat. I love Venus, and I'll take her and be like, I got you.
Oh, you
Swoop,
tricking.
like that.
Oh, he thought the,
She said no. Somebody said love will have you broke also.
Yes.
I just feel like if you love will have y'all splitting this stuff together.
Okay, let me ask you this, Shakira. If it's love and we'll have y'all splitting it together. So say you're in a relationship and you and your boo are together for a year, okay? And she gets laid off. Where's her half coming from? If y'all have,
now
y'all,
we
you got it.
didn't talk about, we done been together for a year, so I know, you know what I'm saying. It just ain't no 2 months saying you lost, baby. You better go call your mother.
Wait. But we're adults.
We adults, but honey, I didn't sign on to take care of your bills
But-
at this point. So now I got to take care of my household bills and yours.
It's called unemployment.
You feel me? It's hard. You should have been thinking of a second job because you knew this was coming up. You knew that this was coming up. So you should have been looking for a new job.
I agree with you on that.
Because you knew it was coming up.
Right.
They told you. They told Brandon.
Oh my God.
They told you. Okay,
Look at Venus.
we got to go in.
Because my son texted me the other day and said, Mom, we came into work and they just told us they're closing our store in January. It's the only It's the only store in our High Point. It's the only one. And they had no
closing it in
idea
January.
the building got sold.
But they closing it in January, right?
Right.
So from now to January, you had. But,
I'm
this,
just
but
saying,
because I'm gonna be honest, that's how my mother was gonna tell me. They telling you in advance. Now when January come around and you ain't got no job, that is your fault because you didn't get up every day and put your good foot to the. Who said that he wasn't looking for a job? I'm saying that he's not looking. That's what I'm saying. What you said to me about paying.
Even if it's her, looking for a job is
a
a
job in
full-time
itself.
job in itself. I know people who have degrees and have gotten degrees and look 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months, and you done filled out application after application after application, and you still wait on a job to come through.
You got a call?
I do.
It's Uber. It's Uber Eats. I'm just saying because you cannot tell me. It is. I mean, even if it's to the point where, even if you see some of these pastors out here, you have to do what you got to do sometimes. Even if you got to go to the hustle man and ask him to front you something until you get on your feet.
Wait,
Bro, you
hold
cannot
up.
tell me
Time
that
out,
you there's
time
no
out,
way
time
that you
out, time
out
out,
here
time out.
and you not making no money, bro. And they done told you a whole year and a half.
Well, we're not. Let's just take the money out of it. Let's just say the
She
relationship.
ain't support nobody.
This-
If
I'm
don't
your
ever
sup-
lose
the
your
support.
job.
That's the best way
I'm
of
not
saying
saying
it.
that I wouldn't support somebody, but what I'm saying is, if we only been together for a couple of months, why, if you still live in your and I still live in mine, and you lose your job, I'm gonna help you with what I can, but I'm not about to be out here paying all
Okay,
your
yeah, that's
bills.
okay if it's 2 or 3 months or a couple 2-4 weeks, but we're talking long-term relationships.
Okay, long term. We've been together for a year. You lost your job. I'm gonna help you out. But if I feel like that you ain't been out here looking,
But because you helping her
then I'll
out,
do it.
help you
is
find
because
another
you love her.
You feel me?
Because I love her.
That's what I'm gonna help
That's
you
what-
with.
Say it for people in the back. And what you
I'm
say?
gonna help her find another job because I love her.
But still,
I'ma help her file a
but
claim
the support
of
that you're
because
going
I
to
know
give
how
that
to do
person
that.
is going to be the love that you are giving to that person, because you understand that they can be looking Monday through Friday for a job. You can take them to look for a job, but in that time period that they are not having a job, the love that you are going to give them is going to be the help that you're giving them. So even if it's financial, physical, mentally, everything, that's what the love is going to be giving.
But the point was that love does not bring in money, right? So it doesn't mean because I'm supporting you, because let's be real. I have friends that do this. This is what they do for a habit. They pay people's bills. They go out there and go all buy shopping and buy them all kinds of expensive stuff, right? And they first meet them. They don't really even know the person, right? But that's their way of just buying their love, right?
That's
but
love.
the thing is, that don't mean nothing, because at the end of the day, if y'all not compatible, it don't even really matter anyway.
No matter how much
you
money
know
you
what?
spend or how much you help the person, if y'all not compatible, it's not gonna click.
But that's because in today's society, we are built off of instant gratification. Buy me, give me, throw it
Take
in the
me.
bag, let's go shopping.
Right.
When back in the day, it was let's go on a picnic,
Right.
let's go for a walk,
Yes.
let's spend time and communicate. Now you're on a date, but you on a date with you and your cell phone and all your 355 friends. And you
And
can't
then
barely-
when you mention it on the date about, hey, can you put your phone down? Oh, well, you was just looking at your phone. No, let's not do that. Put your phone down and let's
yes.
talk. People don't do that.
No.
And I mean, I get you. But why do you feel like that when I fall in love that I wouldn't recognize myself? Because why does it have to be about what I'm doing for you?
It doesn't have to be about what
You
you're
feel
doing
what
for
I'm saying?
somebody.
Paying the bills.
It's
What
not
about-
about paying bills. When you are in love with someone and you have been in a long-term relationship, we'll go ahead and smack 10 years on it. Wrap your head around, we 10 years in, okay? When you are with that person and you are in love with them and you...
So
Let
not
her
Finish.
Because you don't know what's going to happen. And so sometimes when you're young, you think you've been in love. There are different kinds of love. But when you find that true, that love, it will have you change your behaviors. What you may have thought was tricking back in the day, you might now see as supporting your partner. Life throws things at you that you don't expect. My wife got sick. She was taken out of work medically for almost a year. I thought she was going to die.
now, but y'all live together, right?
Yes, but
No.
this,
Right.
Your
so
wife.
now that
Your wife.
but no, not even if you
wait,
was married. Not even if they
we
wasn't
weren't
married.
married yet.
They
you
were
weren't
not
married?
married
That's what I'm
yet.
saying. Not
Married
even
yet.
if you was married, but 10 years if we're together for 10 years and we live together and you get sick or something comes up and you lose your job, now those become my responsibility. But a year into our relationship, let's just put us back at a year. You live in your house and I live in mine.
Okay, let me give you my situation. Me and my wife were together for 10 years and we split up. We raised a child together. Things weren't working. We needed to grow, but in order to grow, we had to separate. We got back together after about 7 years of being separated. At this point, we are just engaged, so we're just back together when she got sick. And what I said was, I got you. Short-term disability, she had her insurance, but that's not paying all your bills. I picked up shifts at work. I went to work 7 days a week. I did what I had to do to make sure our bills were taken care of. We weren't married yet, but I know that my wife is my forever love. And I hate the fact that we had to separate, but that separation brought us back together. I got you.
That's called love.
That's love.
Yeah, but that's something different what Shakira is saying, though. Shakira is saying that she just met somebody for the first year.
That's because y'all out here dating these little silly ass about nothing little girls that you ain't got no connection with, and you're in lust.
And all they want is a lace front and a Happy Meal, and maybe Arigatos, because Arigatos is the upscale restaurant.
Don't talk about Arigatos.
Don't talk about favorite restaurant.
I love Arigatos.
But
But
listen,
I'm
This is
saying
place.
though.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying
I love
how
Arigatos.
you say if you're
I was
in a
just joking.
relationship for somebody and
Look at him.
y'all live together
Let
for a
the video
year
about Arigatos.
and they lose their job, do you help them? I'm gonna help them, like Anita said, by helping you, pushing you, motivating you to get back out there. But in that year, if we don't live together, I still have my responsibility at my house first.
Well, no one's saying don't pay your bills.
But I'm saying
Okay, I think they get it now, Shakira.
I ain't about to pay yours. I'm gonna help you by
That's the bottom line.
Period. I'm gonna love you and I'm gonna help you. So that means that I don't love you. That means that I don't love you because I ain't taking your bills. We the dog.
That's a deal
And
breaker.
if you feel that way, guess what? Then you don't love me. Because you should want me to pay my bills first.
If you love me, you would put me in that situation.
Right.
If you love me, you would put me in that situation.
Let me say something. I wish I wouldn't have even brought no money into this conversation. Because you know what? That's lust. MONEY is lust.
Let's take money out the situation. Me as a person in the mall. The other, like it was 2 weeks ago, it was an older lady. She asked, she was walking, she'd been walking, and she was trying to find somewhere. She asked, was there a water fountain in the mall? I said, no ma'am, that there's not. She walked all the way down there to where the cinnamon place is. You know where I work at. Because there was no water fountain, I was like, well, this is a soda machine right there, and they serve water. She was like, no, don't worry about it. I'll just wait or whatever. I took the money out of my pocket and went down there and bought that lady a bottle of water. When I didn't have to, I will give the shirt off my back to anybody or do anything for anybody. But why does people put money on the situation and feel like if it's not about the money, then you don't care? It's other ways to show people that you love them, that you care for them, and that you're willing to go beyond it. Money doesn't
Okay,
have
somebody
to be
just said this. They said love will have you sacrificing. So let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Love will have you sacrificing. Love will have you doing things that you normally would not do because your heart is love for that person or what it is.
People. It don't necessarily
it don't have to be
one
a person.
It could be like how you just named all that, and you seen Keisha was about to cut you deep, bro. When you
I know how to stop my conversation.
I know you like, you didn't even put the friends, so she's about to cut you off that point. But
I love you, Keisha. I do. I love you.
Listen,
you
Lord.
know when you around genuine people that care and love for you, when your back is really up against the wall and you don't ask them for anything and they're willing to still help you. You get what I'm saying? If you got that friend that's like, hey, bro, let me hold this, or can I buy this and that, you know it's something, they only there for that reason.
Yeah.
And you have to sort out your friends.
Lisa, what is love to you?
Sing it, girl.
She about to. You see it.
Love. No, just kidding.
You see it on the bottom lip. Go ahead for it.
No, but it's really about who you are. Love is who you are, okay? And what I mean by that is when you love yourself, the way you treat yourself, the way you feel about yourself, that person that you become close to, the person that you're spending your time with is going to begin to become important to you as well. You're going to start loving them like you love yourself. You're going to start wanting to be in their company because of the fact that there's something between the two of you that make you feel like, I don't want to be without this person. I feel like sometimes I can't breathe, that I can never breathe again. Tony say, don't stop. Because she might never breathe again. But anyway, it's no, I'm not singing for the children of God. Now, y'all got to stop paying Keisha if I sing. But anyway.
Cash out. Money. They go to money.
They got the money.
Run me that money. But love is who you are, because what you have inside of you is what you display. People shouldn't have to walk up, be like, well, I'm skeptical about who that is. They should see that. Like when people see me, they call me sunshine, because that's just my personality. Because I love me and I genuinely love people. Whatever, Shakira.
I did not see that,
so
because when this girl come in the barbershop,
oh wow,
Ain't no sunshine.
There she goes.
It takes you, Shakira, to do that. But love is who you are. You give it. You love the person that, you know. How you love yourself is how you're going to love somebody else. So if you don't love yourself, you can't. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. So that's what I'm saying. Love yourself first. Then you can love that person that you want to be with. Yeah, you got to love yourself. You got to have it. You can't
love somebody else.
Yeah, right. You can't.
Keisha, what does love mean to you?
You really want to know what love mean to me, y'all?
Oh.
I think somebody just said, I think love is unconditional. Right. Like everybody that I have told, whether it's ex-girlfriends from day 1, day 2, I still love them, right? Because if I told you I love you, then that means I actually really love you, and I'm going to always love you. Just not in the same way that I did before, but that love is still going to be there. But when I start loving a person, I know, because I'm willing to do almost anything for that person. Ooh. That means that I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to put myself second and worry about you. So like you said about your wife, when she got sick, you was there for her. That's going to be me 100%. If I'm with somebody and I love them, I'm going to be there at the hospital, at the doctor's office. I'm going to be your support system 110%. Right? I'm going to be the person that's going to boost your spirit up. So when needing my support as far as motivating people, I think that's important too, because you need to be motivated, and you don't have people in your life a lot of times that motivate you. So love helps you motivate people to do better. So if you're working a job that you really don't like, let's work together to get you a better job, you know. So I'm going to look for jobs as well for you to help you find a job.
Right. Since I love y'all, what y'all gonna do to help me try to find it? But you know how most people say unconditional love? Why can't we have conditional love?
You can.
It is conditional love.
But if you always hear people say, I want that unconditional love.
But that's the thing. Unconditional love to me, though, is not like you probably thinking. Unconditional love means I'm going to love you, but I may not be with you, but I'm going to always love you.
I have care and support for you.
Yeah, but if we may break up because I may not like your ways, but I'm going to always have that love for you. Now, somebody say even paying their bills. Yes, if I really do love you, I'm not paying your bills. I can't even lie like that.
If I love you,
if I'm married, then I will.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
No.
Like if we live together, but if I stay in my own house and you stay in your own, if you love me, you wouldn't put me in this situation to now. Even though you are out. Even though you are without a job, now we both about to be struggling even harder, because now I got to take care of mine.
Let's don't even put a no job in the situation.
No.
Let me just say this. I can have a job that top pay, but you know, things happen in life where you might need some help to do something.
And I understand.
And the person that loves you will always try their best to do what they can to do. I'm not trying to say they're going to sit there and be like, oh, there's your Duke Power bill. I got that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, let's take a bill out of it. Let's say my tires need to be changed, and I don't have that little extra $1, but you got it. And you're saying, boo, I got you. But you don't have to be like, I love you here. This money.
No, I'm not going to say that, but it's just like, okay, say you got 10 bills and you done lost your bill. Now we need to start, okay. Well, now that you lost your job, you just need to get your cable cut.
No, we got the job. We're not losing jobs.
Hold on. No. I hear you. And I think what you're saying, what I hear you saying is, don't just assume off the gate that I'm obligated to help you.
Yeah.
I hear you. It took me a second for it to sink in. But
right. I obligated to do nothing.
I agree with that 100%.
I love you from a distance.
No, in the beginning, you're not. You definitely are not obligated. Not in the beginning. Not in the beginning.
You're a grown ass woman.
That's different. But you got some longevity. Yes, you better have my back. Okay.
Longevity wise.
In the first couple of months, no, you're not obligated. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out. Keep you around.
The first few months, you better figure out yourself.
If you
Absolutely.
You done been to 2 jobs already. I can't keep you around because I know we can't move in together because I know I'll be doing all the paying because you can't even keep a job down, shorty.
Yeah, right. You see that in the first few months.
In the first 2 months, you done had 6 jobs. No.
Oh, you called out. You right here beside me. Get your stuff and go to work. You better go to work.
Now, I do remember that we all used to do that when we was younger. But now that you're older and you laying in the bed with you and you calling out because you sick, I'm still going to work. So you just called out for no reason, man. I'm still going to get. I'm going to get my coin.
And I'm going to motivate you to go to work too.
Responsible. I mean, that just shows you that they're not responsible, and you definitely want to consider that. That might not be the best option for a partner because we're going to have your back. When
Right. If you ain't, but,
right.
but what I'm saying is not the obligation. It's the thing like when y'all were sitting in that bed getting ready to go to sleep and y'all were talking y'all's pillow talk and there's going to be some things that y'all need to talk about. But then let's say you said it. You planted that seed in my head. But then a couple days
What
later,
seed did
I'm
I
going to
plant?
say, no, just
What
listen.
seed did I plant?
You planted a seed. You're having problems. Your issues need to be helped.
Okay.
I'm not saying a bill. I'm not saying anything. It could be
Just my
something where
problems.
I need help.
Yeah.
2 days later, it sunk in, and you're like, "Babe, I got you. Here, I'm gonna do this for you." I'm not saying a bill. I'm not saying anything like that. But your love for this person is gonna make you want to do something for them to make them happy.
Right, but also you can love people and be foolish with your love.
I'm not gonna be
Don't
that
just let
foolish.
nobody take advantage of you and and misabuse your love. Don't do that.
But then let me ask you this. So because we had that pillow talk, you planted that seed and I heard it. Am I wrong because I don't?
That's your choice.
No, it's your choice.
That's your choice.
You get what I'm saying? I
But
care
I'm-
for you. I
we're
care
not-
for you.
that
and
may
I love
make-
you done
But my
handled
pillow
because I
talk is
didn't.
not. My pillow talk is not sitting there like, I need this done. I need this done. You're gonna say, let's say, y'all could be talking about. Let's put it like this.
Make it
Don't
real fast.
Jump on me, y'all. The Mary J. Blige concert is tonight in Raleigh.
Mm-hmm.
In May, you were sitting in your bed. Y'all was on the couch. Y'all was at dinner, and y'all was talking about it. And you were saying, yeah, it'd be nice to go to Mary J. That's cool. We can go see Nas. This, that, and the third. And then all of a sudden, you turn around. It's today, July 25th. This morning, you're off work. I'm off work. And guess what I'm going to do to you? I'm going to say, let's go get something to eat. Let's do breakfast and do this. Let's dress up. I got you in the car. I'm driving to Raleigh because I want to go get something to eat there. But then when we leave there, why go to the PNC or wherever that is out there? I pull up and I'm like, babe, look, I got this ticket.
Oh, man,
the
that's what's
love that you had for that person. Because they told you in May that they would be great to go see Mary J. Blige and Nas. And the love you have for that person went and got that ticket and didn't let them know. But you
Now
took them
I'ma
out.
cut
I have done it before though,
Now I'm
recently.
gonna cut you out because that money that you just spent on
No.
that, we could have did something
No,
better.
no.
No, but I get Lauren. Now that's Lauren. That's romantic. That's romantic.
But I understand that's
And that's romantic, 'cause I have done it before.
You do all
The
the
time.
time, and I get that. I have no problem doing that, but
But not
that
all
doesn't.
the time.
But I like that, Lauren, because Lauren, it's like being
Right.
thoughtful. You are being thoughtful and considerate and
Your love,
romantic.
You know what I mean? That person, they was sitting there like, dang, they at work, they talking about all their friends getting ready to go to the Mary J. Blige concert, and they sitting there like,
But you know what though? She gonna be mad at me because she'll be like, "Why you didn't tell me when we was back home? Because now I'm dressed like this, and I could have been dressed better."
But that's how these hoes.
but no,
go.
but
And then we will not go.
but your
Everybody
love,
need 2 tickets to see Mary J.
And your Facebook trying to sell off.
Right now,
Come get her. 'Cause she said
$100.
she ungrateful. Ungrateful.
But y'all, let's start over with the morning time. The morning time, you and your significant other
And you
is
leave her
there.
note to say dress real nice because we.
No. This is you're still with your love right now. Just think what I'm saying about the love. That person, let's say you woke up at 6 a.m. and they wake up at 8. you the day before, you know her size or his size. You got this outfit that y'all got matching together.
Man, I ain't doing all
But
that.
I'm just saying, but you're talking about I'm mad because I'm not dressed up.
Lisa, can't Anita got your outfit for you. I ain't good at it.
No, I can pick her outfit out.
But we get low though. We get. It's been lawful.
For them, this package of love, and you're taking them somewhere, but they're already dressed up. They just don't know what the hell they doing.
I mean, I get you.
You know what though? Can I be honest though? That is love, but it can also be lust.
I'm gonna get that.
That's the goal you got in mind.
I was gonna say the same thing.
I done spent all this money.
I want you on that.
Your clothes will come off
I got the hotel paid for and everything. You feel me?
But the contract, you just looking at her while she's standing up there. It's like, oh, I know I'm
You feel me? The room already picked out.
come up off this junk show. I'm about to say, I done bought these tickets, that outfit, I done made you breakfast, we done rode around, all that. Shorty, you coming up off this stuff. But if you think about it, that's how it. But you ain't even gotta go to the extent of that. Most of the time when dudes girls take girls out to eat or at the bar and they buy them a drink, they feel like they obligated to get something. Like, I don't owe you nothing. You wanted to do that. That was your choice.
That's right.
Man, if you bought me that drink and I walked off, I didn't say I was interested in you. You bought that drink because you wanted to. Now I'm going back over here to party. Bye.
But that's the lust of the thing.
You just got played.
Right. But your lust sent you down that way to get played. That's what we said earlier. Lust would take you down roads that you didn't even want to go.
Back to the beginning. That's right.
Hey, I think love should have brought you home. We can replace it with lust.
Yeah.
Lust should have brought your ass home last night.
Love shouldn't have took your ass out.
Lust did it though, and that's what we're talking about. Love
When you
and
come
lust.
knocking on that door,
That's love. That's love when I open it. After you have been out there lusting, that's the love in my heart to say, "Come on in."
but when you get in,
And it's love that I don't take it. So them bones. I'm just saying.
you ain't about to be
I'm
giving
just
up
a
no
little
love
gay.
and nobody. She come knocking on the door at 4:00 in the morning.
Come on in. Where you been? That's love. That's love.
And they don't answer where they been.
That it doesn't matter. That's love.
love.
And you deal with that when at the appropriate time, because you can't deal with people when they're intoxicated. You can't deal with people when they've been doing what they want to know. That's when the aggression comes in. No, ma'am. But you deal with things when it's time. Come on in. Go on and lay down. Go to sleep. On the couch. Go to sleep.
Or on
I
the
will
floor,
wake up. I will
on
fix you
Or if
breakfast.
you need to lay down in the floor in the bathroom,
Right.
I will
I'll right
hold
there.
your hair up if you have
And
hair.
pour cold water all over you, baby, and the whole nine, because that's the love that you have for a
that
person.
person.
It just compassion. It don't even have to be that person. It don't even have to be somebody you're with. It could be just you're a compassionate person. Some people wear their hearts on their sleeves, okay? And you have people that take advantage of that. And at the end of the day, as long as I'm secure, I can keep wearing my heart on my sleeve. I know what to do and what not to do, who to give it to and who not to give it to. Because when you go through enough lust to get to the love, baby, when I tell you, the lust gonna take you to the love after a while, because you're gonna get tired of lusting after this crazy stuff. You'll get tired of looking at these Coca-Cola bottles that's filled with a whole bunch of injection, okay, like a rump roast. You're gonna get tired of that after a while. You're gonna get tired of that after a while, and eventually it's gonna lead you to where I'm done. Let me stop. I need to find someone that I can depend on, that can respect me, give me what I need emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
That's good.
Okay?
That's good.
Because I pray for mine and mine prays for me, and that's love. Go ahead on, Keisha. That's love.
To turn the
Right. You feel me?
But wait a minute.
Go ahead, kid.
That's my cousin. But
Girl,
see,
this is the
that's
pride
the
show.
love of my
You hear
cousin.
me?
Okay,
Yeah,
see,
brush
she
out.
finna turn into something else. And I'm finna lust the bust on her.
Hey, give me the show love right here with your hair though, Shakira. That is hot, yo.
That's love. Yeah,
That is hot.
that's hot.
That's love.
That is love. Love is love.
That's love for my community.
But I think that she hit a spot though. That lust, eventually, you get tired of it after a while, right?
And when you get
want
tired of it,
that
that's
love.
when you go back to the drawing board and start to realize, like, I done been through all these situations. So what do I need to do to not go back down these same situations?
Get yourself prepared
and
for
stop
love.
looking for the same thing that you've been looking for, and step outside of what you've been looking for and go in a different route. Because if you notice, when you found love, you didn't go down the same route. You looked in the complete opposite way, in the
opposite.
complete different direction in which you
Totally.
normally look for.
What do they say?
Right.
Never
the
thought.
definition of insanity is doing the same
Thing over and over and get repetitive and
right,
getting
and
the same
expect
results.
different results.
Yeah.
You can't. You've got to change up what you're doing in order to get a different result.
And
But
my
see, a lot of
change
people
made me
don't know how
happy.
to. A lot of people don't know how to accept that sometimes we always think it's the other person. So we have to look at ourselves and know that, all right, I've been doing this for so long. I kept blaming everybody else. Let me take a step back and think, maybe it is me. Maybe I need to reevaluate the things that I've been doing and change a few things.
Like we said,
and it ain't necessarily
you gotta
bad
love
all the
yourself.
time.
That's right.
Love yourself
got
before
to.
you can love anybody
Anybody
else.
else.
Because if you can't love yourself, like they say, who the hell you gonna love?
Nobody.
God,
Yeah.
that's who you need to love.
Well, when you don't have self-love, the love that you give to somebody else is imperfect.
Yeah.
Very imperfect.
And that's the conditions that you put on it when you don't love yourself and you try to love someone else. That's not unconditional. Unconditional love is just being there for somebody, whether you're a friend, whether you're a lover, whether you're a family member. Being compassionate, having consideration, just having respect for a person. That's love. That's all that is. Lust is just going out here doing whatever you want to do, looking at it however you want to look at it. Don't have to be sex. It could be money. It could be power. It could be clothes. It could be somebody else's wife, husband. You can look at somebody else's house and be like, oh my God. I love, the Bible says don't covet, but that's lust. Okay, and you can do that either way. Either way it goes, it's like you've got to be here. It's got to be here in you first. I can't love Anita if I don't love myself. I can't love Shakira if I can't love myself, because I'm gonna look at her like because I feel like on the inside. So remember that. Love is just being considerate and compassionate and showing respect for somebody else is just being considerate.
And one more thing, and non-judgmental. Right. You know, that means that when your flaws come out, you know, you
they come out
thick and thin.
That's one thing about me. I done been with a lot of people, and I've never judged nobody for their past or anything that they do, because I am not perfect. So how can I judge you when I'm not perfect? And people need to really understand that you can't judge somebody, because the little things that you might judge them for, you might end up turning around and doing the same thing.
Right.
You see it all the time.
And the crazy thing is, something that they don't like about themselves, you might love about them.
Right.
To make them one day eventually love it about them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, it was a dope topic tonight.
It was.
I enjoyed
We
it.
appreciate y'all for tuning in. Waddy wop, waddy wop wop. Sign off.
Okay. Welcome back.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Oh, and I don't know if any of y'all going to the pool party this Saturday, but if you are, come out, have fun, turn up with us. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And
Bye. Love you.
share.
Share.
Love you. Love you. Love you. Love for you.